What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming, and more specifically, welcome back to another game of Majestic 13. Today we're going to be playing the number 12, so the fourth of the special missions. We play these anytime our team rank is a multiple of 3. Our team rank coming into this is 12, so we play the mission associated with rank 12. This is us assaulting the force base after they assaulted ours. We are going to come in hard and fast and eliminate them as quickly as we possibly can. I, as per being dispersed, am scattered around the board and hidden. And in a special mission because of my urban infiltration base, enemies during the first round will act at -5 initiative. For the enemies, we have 6 force team members who are acuity 21. First turn, they'll be 16. 2 drones, and we have the base's automated defense systems, which activate at acuity 20. We do have +1 to call for aid because this is a planned event. So, and there are some things, special things that relate to FUBAR. Civilians cannot show up in this mission. So it gets treated as, I want to say, a 1. So, turn 1, let's get after it. So we'll start with our first FUBAR roll. 1 plus the turn number, which is 1, is a 2. That is not equal to or greater than 6, so we have not FUBAR'd yet. We'll start with DJ, who's going to move up to maintain cover, but to be able to take some shots. He's currently hidden, so he would crit on a 19 or a 20 here. In case you're new, when we roll dice in this game, we roll a d20, and then we add the affiliated stat. So we got a 12, to which we're going to add our combat of 20, which will beat their defense of 27. So we're going to hit, so then we roll the damage associated with the weapon. 3d6 for them. So we got a 12. Now they have special armor, where if the damage does not come from an energy weapon, they get to reduce that damage by 4. So that will land a total of 8 damage onto that closest force member. Maui is next at 20. He does not need to move. He is just gonna open fire. 16 plus his combat of 20 minus 4 for the weapon is 36. 32 beats a 27. 4d6 on this. 10, 12 minus 4, that's another 8 damage. Fenrir's going to call for aid. I know it's turn 1, but I have +2 to the roll. We're going to see if we can't just light them up from the get-go. Oh my goodness. Even if I didn't have the bonus, we would light them up turn 1. Combat 21. 16. That's 5d6 plus 6 plus 4 base, but I have +2 to all weapons. So, geez Louise. 5d6 plus 6. So after taking away their 4 damage negation, there is 15 damage left, and it's 5, not 6. So that's going to be 20 damage across the board to all the bad guys. Just drop Tiger Bomb. This fellow will be put out of action, and when that happens, they will blow up. Other force members are immune to it, and anybody within 12 inches. Right now, there's nobody within a foot of them. Next up for me will be Alexander, who's going to jump over to this cover and take a shot at the closest force team member. Alexander is combat 20. 15 will hit a lot. For 3d6, if I can deal 10 here, which is unlikely but possible, I can kill another one outright. So that's 10 total, minus the 4 for their plasmonic armor, 6 damage. No, 8 damage, because I have +1 from my combat, and I have +1 from my weapons depot. So 8 damage. Moving on then to our force members. The one that we just shot at is gonna chuck a grenade at me. I am in cover, so he's got to roll 2, take the lowest. A 5. They are combat 24, 29. I'm defense 32. That does not hit. Missed grenade. Whiff. And then it'll move up to cover, just behind that stand of trees. Not that the cover will do it any good, because everybody on my team has sighting HUDs. This friend to the top right is going to move up to cover and take a shot at Fenrir. Fenrir has cover, so 2 dice, take the lowest. A 10 is going to hit me. And as I still have my bubble, that will pop it. Our friend in the back is going to move up the minimum distance to cover and then take a shot at Alexander on the right, because he'll be closer. 3, thank goodness for cover, because that would have been real bad. Their rifles are real strong. A 3 is a miss. This fine gentleman behind the drone will move up to cover and take a shot at DJ. 2 is a miss. Cover is saving me big here. Last friend on the barge will do the same. 1 is a failure. 6 would have also been a failure, which was their other roll. The drones will act identically because they both took 20 damage or more during their last activation, so they'll heal 10 and gain +1 bonus defense until the next turn. It's next activation. Sorry. Last for me will be Fenrir, who is going to take a shot at the fellows. This guy. 9 plus combat 20 is a hit. 2d6 plus 2 with the battle rifle. So 8 total minus 4 damage on him. 4 more damage on him, I should say. He's already got the 20 from the big airstrike. And then the base gets to activate with their defense system. Everybody's got to take a dex check here. It is difficulty 20. So I'm just going to straight down the list. So DJ, good. Maui, good. Fenrir, ooh, not good. We'll come back to him. Alexander, good. And Ghost, good. 2d6. So 6 minus 2 for my dermal plating and ablative is 4 damage. And then because I took damage, I have to take a fortitude test, which I should pass. It is difficulty 20. Pass. My fortitude was 14, but the 1 was very light, so it looked like a 4. I had to take a closer look at that one. That is a pass. So we're not going to be blinded, which honestly isn't a huge deal for me because I have the echolocation sensors. I just have to get really close to use them. So we go to turn 2, where the bad guys will be activating first. Both of these guys on the left are going to be chucking grenades. So let's see if they hit. One on the left. A 9 will hit. So that one will pop the bubbles for DJ and Maui. Let's see if the second one hits. 2. He does not hit. Over here, these guys are all chucking grenades. Pray for me. First one going left to right. 10 is a hit. So that's going to deal damage to Fenrir, and it's going to pop Alexander's bubble. Pause. Back up. Because I was doing those wrong. Doing those really, really, really wrong. That's my bad. No, I'm not gonna go back and redo everything, but from here on out, we're gonna make sure we do it the right way. It's a dexterity test for me and my friends that are within 6. So the orange one is gonna be Fenrir. So Fenrir's gonna fail, and Alexander's gonna pass. So Alexander will keep his bubble. Fenrir will suffer 3d6 and be blinded. Holy moly. So that's 12 minus 2, that's 10 damage. Coming in, the blind doesn't affect my ability to make this dexterity save. I guess I can hear it coming, I can hear it hit the ground with the echolocation sensors. Ooh. It's going to be a pass for Alexander. It's going to be another fail for Fenrir. So 10 minus 2 is 8. And the last one. We both pass this time. We're going to start with DJ, who's going to pull back some, maintain some cover, and take a shot at the fellow on the corner. 12 will hit for 3d6. Yup. 3d6 plus 2 minus 4. So 3d6 minus 2. So 10, 14 minus 2 is 12. That is enough to kill that fellow, and then some bad stuff is going to happen to me. He blows up. These two guys are within 12, so they're going to have to take a fortitude test. Now, fortitude is just my weak stat across the board, and it is a target number 23. Orange dice will be Maui because it feels more tropical. Ooh, I think that's a fail for everybody. Fail. And Ghost had a 7. Ghost will pass with a 7. Maui fails. He's already lost his bubble, so he's going to take some damage here. 3d6. Good Lord. Of course I rolled giant. 12. 16 minus 2 is 14 damage. Good Lord. 14 damage and stunned, and we go to Maui next. Oh, wow. So, we're going to start by trying to clear that stun condition. It's a fortitude check. I don't have a great chance at clearing this. Or no, blinded is a dex. Oh no, he's stunned. He's stunned. Fenrir is blind. So this is a fortitude check. I don't have a great chance at this, but I'm definitely going to roll my dice and not the bad guy's dice because reasons. 4. Not going to do it. Maui's going to pull back some, and he's going to try to use the drone control pod to drop face on that drone right there. I'm at 19. That's a hit for 5d6 plus 1 for my weapons depot. It's a pretty good one. Next will be the base defense system, so I'm just going to go through it and I'm going to let you know what happens. So the base, everybody's managed to dodge the defenses except for Alexander, and it will pop his bubble. Gun drones will go next. They're going to use their missile barrage, so everybody's got to take a fortitude test. Target number 19 though, so I've got a better chance than normal here, I feel like. So let's see, DJ. Good. Maui. Very good. Fenrir. Good. Alexander. Good. And Ghost. Ooh, Ghost fails, and that will cost Ghost his bubble from the 2d6, blocking that and the stun. Second one does the same thing, so we'll go through it again, starting with DJ. DJ will fail. We'll get to his damage in a second. Maui. Good. Fenrir also fails. He's probably going to go down. Alexander. Good with 6. And Ghost is good with a 4. So 2d6 to DJ. (10 minus 2 is 8 damage to him, and 4 damage to Fenrir. Fenrir is going to pull just all the way back, where he is going to proceed to use a med kit on himself. So d6 plus 4, he will heal. 8 damage. That's gets him away from the red line. Alexander going to peel back to this little bit of tree line and take a shot at this force team operative poking out on the right. Combat 20. That's a 2. That's a miss. For me will be Ghost. Needed to try to clear a condition. Real quick, let's see if he can clear that stun. He can. Stun is a fortitude test. He is fortitude 14, and I need a 25. That'll clear it. So he's still blind, but he's not stunned. Ghost is then going to pull back. Fire on that force operative down the way. Combat 20 for Ghost. 16 will hit for 2d6 plus 2. 8. That's 4. He's got 24 on him, so he'll go to 28. And then we will proceed to turn 3 as these guys just keep closing in on me. Starting with our force friend, so he's going to hop up to this next bit of cover and take a shot at DJ. The 10 is the lowest. The 10 will still hit. His gun hits for 3d6. Is there any plus to it? Oh, sorry. 2d6. 2d6 plus 1. So 5 plus 1 is 6, minus 2 is 4. DJ will take 4 damage. These fellas, for the most part, are going to be moving up to take shots at Alexander. So we'll start from right to left. So starting with the one behind the trees. We'll see if he can hit. On a 5, I do not think he hits. He does not hit on a 5. Next one comes down. Cannot hit. Last one comes down. He can hit. He can hit real hard. 2d6 plus 1. So 7 minus 2 goes to 5. That does it for the troopers. Now for the drones. Having a go at Ghost. A 16 and a 19. The 16 will hit. That is going to be for 3d6, if I'm not mistaken. 3d6 plus 3. Let's go. Okay, he rolls pretty bad. So 9 or 8, 9, 10, 11 minus 2 is 9. 9 damage to Ghost. Second drone will just shift cover so that it can see better. Take a shot at DJ. At least it's not a crit. 13 does, however, hit. 3d6 plus 3. Ooh. 11, 14, 17, minus 2, 15 damage. Oof, that might take me out. Not down, but I am very, very unhappy. So I messed up the initiative pretty bad there, but whatever, we're going to play through. I was supposed to go after them. The drones were not supposed to have gone yet, but it's too late. The game goes forward. But I did screw up there, just so we're clear. DJ, gonna pull back and fire. Gotta clear his condition first. A 9 plus Fortitude 15 is not gonna cure it. I am still stunned. And though it's not a good shot, we gotta take the shot. I got to. Only gonna be plus 10 here, so I gotta roll good. That's not good. On to Maui, who's going to try to clear his stun. He does not. Is going to try to take a shot at that drone. He misses. Jump down, climb down out of sight. We've then got the base defenses. Okay. So we got DJ stunned and Maui stunned. So they're half their dexterity check to see if they're okay. He's going to be okay. DJ is. Maui is going to take some damage and then potentially be blinded. So 2d6. No damage. Excellent. And Fortitude test. We're also blinded. Here is where the drones should have gone. Instead, we'll be moving on to Fenrir, who's going to stay put and heal himself again for 1d6 plus 4. 5. Alexander's going to pull back to further cover. And take a shot at the dummy on the end, on the right. HUD ignores their cover. 4 again is a miss. Ghost will open fire on the drone. 8 is going to be... Hold on. 8's going to be a hit. 2d6 plus 2. 5, 6, 7, minus 4, 3. Turn 4. Our friend will jump the fence and take a shot. 10 is a hit. 2d6 plus 1. That will lay DJ down. Over here, these guys can push up to this cover. They're going to be taking shots at Alexander. Four is a miss. Seven is a miss. 11 is a hit, though. 2d6 plus 1. 8 minus 2 is 6. With Maui, let's see if he can clear that pesky stunned condition. Oh, maybe. Nope. Here, making certain that I'm just outside of 12 and gonna take the poor shot at the guy. I've got to roll really well because the stunned cuts your combat value in half. 14 plus 10 is not enough. Defenses go off. Maui fails. 2d6 minus 2, 4 damage. Fortitude test or I become blinded. I passed that, so I'm not blind. Still stunned, but not blind. Moving on down the list, we have Fenrir, who's good. We have Alexander, who's good. And we have Ghost, who's good. We then have the drones, who will be dumping their barrages. So these are fortitude tests. Starting with Maui. Good. Fenrir. Not good. We'll come back to it. Alexander. Not good. We'll come back to it. Ghost. Good. The ones who are not good are going to take 2d6. 5 minus 2, so 3 to Fenrir, and 8 to Alexander. Correction, it was a dexterity test. The passes would have been the same. However, I then have to take a fortitude test to see if I am blinded. Fenrir's already blinded, so it can't be double blinded, but I would be there, and Alexander is not going to be blinded. I did that right. They're both going to be stunned. I was looking at the wrong thing. That was the profile for the base defense, not the missile barrage. That's just the 2d6 and you're stunned on a fortitude test. So I did it right. We'll do the same thing. So fail for Maui. Pass for Fenrir. Pass for Alexander. Pass for Ghost. Maui takes 2d6. 7 minus 2, 5. And he's already stunned. Alexander will try to clear his stun. 16. He does. Plus 17 fortitude, so he does clear the stun. And then he's going to shoot at that back one so that he's outside of the explosion bubble. 8 is enough to hit. Finally, bro. Oh, wait. No, it's not because of the -2 from the rifle. That's okay. We're just going to move out of line of sight over here by Fenrir. He's then going to heal some damage off of Alexander. I think that was a 1. No, it's a 3. So heal 7 off of him. He's going to book it towards Maui. Ghost will fire at the drone. He hits. 2d6. That's 8, 9, 10. Minus 4, 6. And at that point, he moves. And at that point, we would go to the last turn. And there's no way that I can kill everything in one turn. So that is going to be a loss. And it's a pretty heavy loss because I lose my base and all of its upgrades. And this far in, I'll play 1 or 2 more games, but at this far in without the upgrades, I don't know that I can survive. Like, I don't know that I can make it. I don't know how that's gonna go. So I'm not gonna do the post game on this one because this might be the nail in the coffin of our time playing Majestic 13 together. And that's okay. That's the way she goes. You can't win them all. We gave it a good run. It's just more here than I could deal with. If the drone control one worked like the call for aid, where it would just hit everybody, I definitely could have got there. Or if my initial drone strike had gone just a little bit harder. There's a lot of things that could have gone differently. If I hadn't missed, a whole bunch of shots over here with Alexander, he could have picked off several of them. But that's just the way she goes. Like I said, we'll play a couple more, but I'm not going to record the post game here. I'm just going to sort that out later because at the moment I want to walk away from this table very badly. But the hard ones and the ones that you lose are fun. Like, this was enjoyable. Like, having that pressure of them constantly advancing towards me and me just not being able to get shots off, that's very stressful. And that kind of stress is the main reason that I want to, not that I didn't have fun, but just it's time to step away for a minute. But good times. Thanks for coming by, hanging out while we played some Majestic 13 today. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.